Alright, so next lot of exercises now is activation exercises. We're going for the hip flexor. So put your leg right up against the wall. Okay, knee on the mat. And come up. Make sure you don't hyperextend, so raise the hands straight up but don't lean back into it. Okay. Deep breaths. Hold for 10 seconds. And then you change, ensuring glute activation every time. So when you come up, put the leg up, knee on the mat, start off, bring in the glutes, squeeze the glutes, hands up, ensuring not to hyperextend, keep the hands straight up, deep breaths, feel a stretch, 10 seconds. Okay, next one, we're going to go knee to wall. So I see party his foot flat on the floor. Just bring the knee over the toe. Bring it down. Stuff, opposite leg. Make sure try and keep that heel on the floor. Okay. Next one, three-way hamstrings. So using the band, back, pulling the leg up, keep the knee straight and keep the opposite leg down. Sorry, no. Make sure keep breathing. You bring it out to the side, hit a different angle, hold, and you bring it inside. Stuff, opposite leg. Alright, so it's straight up first, deep breaths, you go to the outside, and you bring it inside. Stuff. Okay, next one is the toe touch progression. We're doing 6 on each side. So start with toes elevated. So use a mat. And down. Hold. Ensure and try and keep the knees as straight as possible. Avoid knee flexion. Come up. Deep breath. Down. Once you have the 6 of those done, you progress. So you put the toes at a lower angle. Deep breaths every time. Obviously go as far as you can. As the weeks go on, you should be able to get a little lower every time. Alright, next one, the quadruped T-spine rotation. Here is an animal. Just come down. Turn your hand on the side of the head. Rotation up and hold. Head follows the elbow every time.
There's some fucking coming up again and thinks that you do matches off, training, tomorrow. Yes, boy!
Stuff, opposite side. Hand on the side of the head. Elbow comes up, rotate.
You got the elbow now. I'll set it up there, right? Meet me hand for the chest and hand again. I need to play one day. What do you need to do, Sarah? They want to go to ball. Sorry, man. I want to get Sarah. Do the play, yeah? Let me see your shit.
Okay, next exercise, double leg glute bridge. Okay, we're bringing in some glute activation. Main focus here is a big squeeze on the glutes. Feet, heels on the floor, knees bent. Raise the glutes up, so raise the hips up, squeeze your glutes. Get a good squeeze, and down. Up, squeeze. Good. You really want to focus on your glutes here. You got to really squeeze every time you come up. Get as high as you can and squeeze. Make sure those heels are on the floor. If it gets really tough, you can put the feet flat on the floor at the beginning and bring it up eventually to the heels. Good stuff. Okay, next exercise, fire hydrants. So make sure your arms are straight. From the hip, you're bringing the leg out and around. It's a hip flexor movement. Make sure you're using the hip flexor. Going from the hips every time.
It's Izzy with you on Saturdays, more music until 2 today. And before we go into more music in our 6-minute mix, I'm just going to mention that we have the Ultimate Cruise for the ticket away.
Okay, and the last one is the windscreen wipers. Okay, this is for internal rotation of the hips. Massive area amongst athletes. That's not worked. Just bringing it out. Hands keeping the legs together. Really want to work on this area here. Just make sure you get this done. Okay, that's the activation exercises.